Hello, my name's Shelly and welcome back for another episode of Hard to Run 3 in Black Ice as a PRC. So, in previous episode we managed to take quite a bit of land in Indochina and we're not done yet. I don't think the enemy has a lot of supplies in here which allows us to basically push through whatever they have left in here, which is not a lot, mind you. But yeah, we're slowly moving in there. Of course, we're still playing on speed 2, so it's relatively slow progress overall. Oh. That seems like it would be a quite an easy way to push through. We might need to retreat another unit from here, though. The 63rd Division. We'll pull that one back. We could probably go ahead and send this one in through there. Do we have another one? Maybe go ahead and attack there. And then I suppose we may need to send some more troops south. But right now, if we can clear out the northern pockets, or keep on pushing through here with just overwhelming firepower, that would be already quite handy. We have been doing a bit of ground attacks over there. I do wonder, actually. Let's go and take these two divisions, start attacking on the stack here in Jushu. That should be, well, yeah, that enemy unit that's attacking us right now is probably not going to last very long. And thus we can then free up some of these troops to continue the attack. We'll send the mercenary infantry back to Harbin, just to regain some organization there. And of course we need a bit more reinforcements, as per usual, after any big battles. We're also going to be getting the pillbox in Pax very shortly, so we can then cancel the next level. We don't really need to build it anymore. Hey, Fuju was a victory. We did take a bit of casualties in there, mind you. Let's go ahead and attack one there, and another one over here. The other one can just stay put for now. Although, I suppose what we could do is actually go ahead and start sending it down south, and then later just regain some organization along the way. Oh, there we go. And La Lin is a victory. Amran is under attack. Oh, they've got some Indochina armored units there. Oh, well, Japanese armored units, but part of... They have Indochina in the name, so they're probably event spawn troops then. So there we go. Pushing through there, we are slowly... Oh, yeah, we won the battle in the airfield. And we haven't gotten the reinforcements in here yet. I suppose we could go ahead and switch the bombers to attack in here. Let us break through the enemy armored troops in here a bit faster. And then that's going to free up a little bit more troops to start pushing further south. And I think what we'll try to do is we'll try to get to Bangkok before the British do. Then I might just let them take the western half of that, quite frankly. So I don't need to deal with the British supply lines or anything like that too much. Right, so at least the advance is going over there. We are not quite ready to transport troops in here yet. Although, I'm going to switch to do a bit of ground attack in here. If we wreck that unit and just shred it to pieces with some bombing runs, buy some more time, maybe stop it from moving or something, and then we can transport some troops over. If we can get even just 1 or 2 divisions in there, that's going to be... Oh, there we go. Performing some ground attacks, we're under attack in Surin. Or we've actually intercepted some of their interceptors, rather. We've still got some of the planes in there. And our reinforcements have still not arrived. I guess this is going to just redeploy... Oh, how bad is the morale? We've got 23 morale, so it's not really that bad, but I suppose we haven't had time to regain much. The infrastructure over here is quite rubbish. That's going to be slightly better, at least. So I can then utilize that one. And as soon as this one's in here, which is going to be... Oh, right, let's go ahead and cancel the pillbox. We don't need it anymore. That's going to free up a little bit of production as well. September, we're going to get another core of infantry. That's probably going to go to the northern front. Potentially, at least. So we still haven't done much over there. How soon can we get the troops in here? Because we can actually transport the troops even if they have the delay, which is kind of handy. But I don't know if we'll be able to land there this time around at least. We'll sell a little bit of metal to Yemen, just for the heck of it. So we're bombing in Jilin. At least we're making some headway there. And we have... Oh, right, so we've won the battles on both of these. But over here, right, we're still bombing that... Oh. Mobile unit combined arms. There we go. And we're bombing the enemy tanks in the pocket here now. So that one's not quite ready to do anything yet, really. Slowly gaining some organization, at least, which is quite handy. And that one's going to be shattering very shortly. So giving the support attack from here is probably not really needed. We'll need over 20 IC in reinforcements, though. It's a little bit expensive. Although we've got a decent bit overall. Like, we've got almost enough IC, one for all total IC. One for every day of the year, although not quite. But close to it. I'll send the Facet Militia down south into Parkshire, just so that we can, you know, got someone holding the airfield in there, which we are still building up. The airfield is something we do still want from there. I suppose since we taken that one. Now the light infantry can just redeploy further. I suppose that the mountain jungles make a movement very, very slow, which we've already noticed, to be fair. Get some more troops over there. And I suppose we don't have anyone going in there yet. If we've got that all covered, you can probably continue south, and then we'll just go ahead and start moving these along here. Going into Pen, that would be quite handy as an urban place there. That's going to be reducing the enemy industry a bit further. How much do they even have? They've got about less than 300, according to our spies. Of course, that might not be entirely accurate. Oh, we are doing the bombing runs in Yilan. Just started now, though. But the troops are almost there. Oh, we might still be able to do this. There we go. Let's go ahead, and we're not transporting the entire corps immediately. We'll take 3 divisions at first. Quickly transport. With those, we can then start pushing the enemy back. Do a bit of fighting. We can maybe take over the airfield. At least one of the airfields. And doing these strikes, we're not basically dealing any attack or damage on that. So I don't know if we're actually really utilizing these. I think we should just go ahead and do the port strikes instead. Or, what we could do instead is we could do some convoy raiding in here. I'm sure that there are convoys going around this way. Now, the question is, can we get into the port in time? If we can, then we'll be fine. Then we can bring in another 2 later on. We'll probably wait for like, I don't know, a few days at least. To make sure that there's no enemy fleets then waiting us in here. You sure is under attack. Ah, right, so I'm going to go ahead and take 3 divisions from here. Start attacking east. And then the other 3 will start heading southeast. Start pushing towards the border over here. What were the other? We can then break them. Oh, right, there we go. Pushing the headquarters away further and further. That can probably push in. That one's already given orders, or we've already given orders to that one. Right, so we're still not quite there yet. We're almost entering the port. So it's just a matter of few hours, I suppose. 8 more hours. 7. It's so close. Alright, well, I don't actually know how quickly that is actually moving right now. Since it's mountains, forest, and all that, it might not be that quick in those terrains. And there we go, we got there in time. Aha! Okay, and we won the battle. We got a bit of the combat delay, but it's not too bad. Less than a day, essentially. We'll bring in the rest of the troops later. I think, actually, how far is the... Oh dear, we can easily send this to Fuzhou. Not going to send it into Taiwan itself, but at least that's now in there. Go ahead and send another unit into Kuzhang. I think we're going to win that. Oh, young one. Right, these troops are in pretty good shape, actually. So let's go ahead and clear out a bit of extra ground in Korea in the meanwhile. Since there's not a lot of defenders against us. Hey, Nanja was a victory. Oh, finally. Took a while. Oh, a young one. Right, there we go. So we're close to cutting off the enemy in here, but we're not quite there yet. But I suppose we are getting some more troops heading down south, and of course we also got some more troops over here that could maybe help pushing further east. These ones are currently defending, I suppose. Yeah, we can send this one down southeast. This could maybe help hold back the enemy a little bit, and then I suppose it could also be time for us to start pushing into Jilin. We've been bombing them for a while. Oh, there we go. Finally won the battle here. These could use a bit of rest. So it's when I'm buying some crude oil? Sure. I'm okay with that. I mean, we've got plenty of crude oil still. We do produce a decent bit, converting quite a bit of energy into crude oil. This is all good. Ah, right, we got delayed over here. Lasted. Actually, what we're going to do, we'll send one of these to Pyongyang. And the Lizzie was a victory. So it's slowly pushing towards the airfields. I think this time around they won't push us back anymore. I suspect that's going to be the case. Well, they've lost so much troops that, of course, they've probably had to send a lot of troops elsewhere. Ah, right, it might actually help if I put in... No, we got the convoy going into... between Fuzhou and Taipei. But they got... Oh, we don't have supplies in here. Okay. I do have convoys, right? I do. Okay, but maybe just need to wait for a day before the supplies start moving in. It could have been just that. Oh, there we go. Now we got a very small amount. I'll also start attacking there. Also go ahead and start moving in. We'll leave someone guarding the port for now. The transports have arrived back into the port. I guess we're good to go ahead and transport the next two already in. I'm going to move Ansung over here just for the heck of it for a little while. To scout on if they have ships in Gajong. Ooh, Victor Kujak. Oh, 22,000 versus 28,000. That was a bit costly. But we won. Which is the most important thing. Yushu was victory. There we go. So we're pushing through there. The armored division. Ooh, that could use a bit of help. I sent in Taz over there to assist in there. And then I suppose Iliescu's going to move into Leninskoye. We could probably move this one in as well. So we'll leave some of these open for now. We'll try to get the airfield. And after that, we can then bring in... Actually, we should be getting the fighter bomber soon enough. So we can utilize that as its first target practice. The headquarters that they have in the mountains. So we have been doing the ground attacks in Jilin, so that does actually... Oh yeah, we're pushing through there fairly quickly now. How's the counterattack over there? That's going to be fine. This one's going to be maybe a bit less fine, so we've got reinforcements heading in there already. There's not too much enemy units in here right now, but we don't really have a lot of airfields in this region. We've got a Dandong, but that's about it. There we go, there's a close as well. We'll put that into Harbin for now. And we'll assign that under the usual stuff. Do we have another tank buster? We do have at least one. There's another one. I believe we might have a... No, we don't have a custom air commandos available anymore. We've put all of those into use already. I suppose we'll get this one in. We'll need to get some organization first. But there we go. So we've gotten troops into Taiwan. We're now slowly pushing in against the... Oh, and Onjing was a victory. So we're getting another port in Korea. Ooh, and Wonsan is currently empty. Let's send another division over here. I suppose we could send in the light infantry division into Wonsan. It may not be there, or we might not be able to hold that for too long, but we can at least stop the redeployments through here. Even if we won't be able to stop the supplies quite yet. But we're working on it. Suppose we could actually go ahead and send this one down to Pyongyang as well. They'll be able to regain its organization a lot faster there. So we've got quite a bit of troops in here. I think what we're going to do is we'll send one there. We'll send two to the east. And then two to support on the attack on Jilin. Just so that we can break the enemy there quickly, and then we're going to keep on pushing further and further. A lot of these troops are not in a combat shape yet. We still need to deal with the enemy in here, although I suppose we are probably going to overrun the enemy garrison over here. Oh, there we go. Victory at Jilin. It's a decent bit of casualties for us, but we did win that, and Hylin was another victory. There we go. Can we... We could probably go ahead and start doing a bit of ground attacks in here somewhere. We'll need a bit more repairs on the planes, but that's alright. I'll get those sorted out. Young ones under attack. Oh, well, they did catch those bombers at least. With the interceptors, so there we go. That'll be mostly fine then, I suppose. We've got quite a stack of troops here. Now the question is, where do we attack with them? I suppose we'll take these two and start attacking to Fujian. If we can start breaking at least some of these enemy units attacking us in here. Ooh, yeah, that's got to be an easy victory. Then we can start threatening the airfields in here. Little by little, and then they won't be doing a lot of bombings in here anymore. I mean, maybe a little bit in Korea, but that's about it. Let's actually go ahead and push back the headquarters in here in the meanwhile. We can probably also... Well, maybe not yet. We can probably start pushing these one back at some point. Oh, Yushu is under attack. Once more. Well, it'll be probably a victory. The armored division is... Well, it's taking a decent bit of casualties over there. But we're at least pushing back. Oh, well, we overrun the enemy here. Here we go. They got an airfield in here, which we built, admittedly. We'll retake that. We don't actually need to build any extra levels for it, luckily. But yeah, we'll capture that. Then we'll go ahead and get at the close air support and the fighter bombers in here. Get rid of the headquarters on the mountains, or at the border over here. It's actually hills, not mountains. But anyway, we'll get rid of that one, and then we can go ahead and clear out all of that. And it'll be nice and clean. Oh, Operation Far Blau. Okay then, Case Blue. Well, they are still holding a decent bit of land in here overall, so I don't know who's going to win that. I mean, most likely the Soviets will, because they got the... well, they got a lot more manpower to spare. And of course, they've got a fairly large industry. Well, they are, technically speaking, fighting against quite a large enemy as well overall. Ooh, the Saudi Arabians are losing a lot of ground, and the Italians have lost most of East Africa now. They've still got Eritrea and a little bit of Sudan, but that's about it. Well, a tiny bit of Abyssinia, I suppose, but yeah, nothing massive in there. Got about a bit more than a week and we'll get the close air support all built up, and then hopefully we'll start getting a bit more things. Oh, right. The unit for the mercenary division is going to be done in October. It's a bit expensive, 30 IC. So, yeah. But at the same time, it's giving us a bit of armor. Alright, so we need to get some more troops in here. Let's just go ahead and send in a bit of extra troops on these combats. We kind of need to break out of here. One way or the other. And that's actually one of the things that we could do. Yeah, we could actually. Is once we've dealt with the unit up here, the close air support and all that, we can then send that down to help in Taiwan. Still haven't won the combat in here. Well, definitely giving it a try, but yeah, it's not going all that quickly. Vietnam is a victory. There we go. So we won't be surrounded anymore. Then we can maybe start giving a bit of support action from another direction in here. As well as maybe just hold on to the mountains for now. How bad is the combat in here? So they've got 13,000 men, they've got 22,000. Almost 23. So slowly gaining some ground there, but yeah, it's not necessarily going to be quite as quick as one might hope. How soon is Iliescu's to be... Oh, that's actually just a matter of a few hours. So we'll have this one conquered. And it should give us the province over there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they have actually gotten rid of... No, they haven't. Never mind. Right, well, let's go ahead and bring in these in here. Rebase. We'll at least have some fuel in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and give the ground attack orders. Aggressive, not continuous. Just do a few strikes there. But what I could do is I could get to Fujin in the meanwhile. Ooh, and we've got the oil rig in Lanzhou. There we go, so more crude oil production. We've got 180 base IC, so that's pretty decent. Usually was another victory, so we're slowly gaining some more ground in here. That could actually move forward. This would probably move down southeast to help defend Kaizong. Oh, right. Alberta is now under attack by several enemy units. We're not defending in urban terrain this time around. So that's a small downside in here. We can probably get to Sarawon at least. Then we can maybe start pushing back on this one, although it might not be all that easy. And I suspect that we might need to... Yeah, no, we're not necessarily going to push it in there. Pangjing was a victory. There we go. So the armored division did hold its ground, although it might need to go back to Harbin for a little while. The mercenary, on the other hand, we can start bringing back in. So now I can get back into action. And a bit more reinforcements. We got still plenty of supplies, so we don't need to increase that production at all. Well, not yet, at least. But yeah, we're going to clear out that one. Have we started doing the bombing runs in here? Not yet. Well, I suppose we're still pretty low on organization. It will be regaining organization over time, but it's just going to take a while. I think it needs to have like 25% of the total max before it will start flying, even with the aggressive. Jingyu was a victory. And Huzhang was... Oh, right, so now we're under attack over there. Well, there's a lot of ground that we're getting there, and Sarawon we're going to win... Or we're going to get in there. At least. We got a bit of a lack of... oh, right, supplies are probably going down very rapidly now, are they? Yeah. It says that 14 days and you'll be running out of supplies. I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Kukan is another victory. I suppose this one could get to Buriram. And then how are we doing over here? So we're fully clearing out that one. We could probably go ahead and get to Phnom Penh right now since it's empty. Might as well utilize the gap in the front. We're still trying to push on the enemy in here. I suppose we could give it a bit of support attack. So have they managed to... Well, they got a unit with some supplies, I guess. Not necessarily massive amounts, but yeah, we're slowly starting to push them back. I suppose it could be that the Japanese have lost a lot of the planes in here. Or they moved those away, so they're not needing as much supplies for everything. And of course, well, they haven't taken Singapore yet. But they've also probably lost a lot of troops because of our actions. So they don't really need as much supplies anymore. I'm going to go ahead and start advancing further south over here. And all of the entire front line, essentially. Should be able to break those headquarters without too many issues. And how we're doing on the battle in Taiwan, we're slowly getting some ground. I suppose we could give it a bit of support attack with the 3rd Division. These aren't necessarily the best of units, but just a little bit more firepower in there will mean more damage on the enemy. Plus, we are going to get into the mountains soon enough. So then we can give a bit of support attack from yet another division. And the airfield in Paksha is going to be done in 2 days. And just a few more days for the close air support. That'll be quite handy. Right, well, we're going to be winning that. That's still the headquarters in here. I suppose what we can do, we can attack one of these. One of those can join in, and then we can take maybe 2 of these, attack it in there. They've got a bit of armored engineers and all that sort of stuff in Njing. But I suppose we can, yeah, we can send that one in. That one's not going to move anyway, but the mercenary and some other units can start advancing. And that one's going to be a victory soon enough. Oh, there we go, Buriram was victory. As suspected, to be fair. We can send in the infantry, I suppose, into the plains first. We can send more light infantry heading down south, and I suppose these could also start heading south. Just redeploy them for now. Similarly, I suppose we could redeploy this one. So start pushing towards Bangkok. If we can cut them off in here, just hold to river line. We might get a little bit further west, but I suspect that the allies are going to be causing a bit of problems in that plan anyway. So we'll just redeploy this one further south. Now we're getting... no, they don't have too much enemy troops in here at least. But I'm pretty sure that we have not started... No, we haven't started doing the bombing runs on that one yet. Well, we can probably start sending these ones down south at least. And then Taz could probably start advancing in here. The enemy's probably not in all that great of shape anyway. Some of these should be able to assist... Well, actually, not anytime soon. Do we have... Right, so that one's moving out. These two are not, so we can send that one in. We'll maybe send the mountaineer over here as well. So that's going to be 4 divisions versus the 2 of the enemy, which are in pretty bad shape. So even though we were pretty badly outnumbered, like, several months ago, we managed to turn that around. Oh, anti-ammunition advance, there we go. That might actually be ahead of time now. Yeah, we can stop that for now. So we've got 240 research underway. Still way too many. But we can now definitely reduce the officer recruitment down to, like, let's go to 18 leadership. So that's going to allow us to do a bit more research. That should be a relatively easy victory. This one's going to be a victory. Oh, well, there we go. Hunan was a victory. That was a defensive victory, mind you. Do we have... Well, we've got these 2 that could maybe move in. Oh, Zhu Yingxin. That was a victory. More is under... Well, was under attack briefly. There's more headquarters causing problems. But we're not far from Saigon. As soon as we get some of these troops across the river, that would be quite nice. Is that... Oh, that was a river crossing penalty for us. Right, well, we'll just keep support attack from here. Not going to start advancing quite yet, but soon enough we will. Oh, Chukan, or Kukan, is under... Well, was briefly under attack by counterattack. Hunan is under attack once more. So little by little, we're getting some ground, and this one's probably going to be able to join on that attack. Can we actually... Oh yeah, we could probably go ahead and cut this one off. Destroy another 2 enemy units. Oh, artillery barrel and ammunition advance. There we go. Bit more soft attack. For some of the artillery units. That's ahead of time as well now. Are we looking... Oh, right, so we are still getting the weaponry. So many things that we're researching. Including some cruiser stuff. And I suppose a few other things as well. But yeah, there's a lot of research underway. Still haven't started your bombing runs? No. Maybe it's actually 1/3 that it needs to have, so it should be soon during the bombing runs, I suppose. Jilin is under attack, and Mimot is again under attack by another headquarters. Oh, it's the unit spawning in here, right? That's what's the problem. Because there's the enemy HQ over here. But that might actually get overrun. Hey, Nanjing was another victory. We'll probably send that one in. Do we have another unit over here? I suppose this could go ahead and help with the defense in Huchang. And then start pushing towards the port in Paigam. Well, at least get rid of the airfield in here. That would already be quite handy. We might need to get a bit more troops into this combat. Do we have another... I suppose that could push south. And then we'll push these... Well, at least one of these east. This can probably go ahead and join there as well. I think we're going to go ahead and start pushing through there. Do a bit of a counterattack. And Alberta is still holding his ground quite admirably over here in the coastline. Sung Ho was a victory. Yeah, there we go. I suppose this could actually go ahead and just move through. This one going to start joining into combat. Do the counterattack. Now, I suppose... we need to get a bit more troops in here first. But what we can do is we can probably give it a bit of support attack into one zone. Ooh, heavy industry. Ooh, Fuzhou. And we got some more popularity. So over here, we... Oh, okay, that's 2 industry. Go ahead and build that up a bit further. There we go. Now we've got 3 divisions into combat. I'm going to give a support attack with this one, and I suppose the other one could actually just go ahead and start attacking into the airfield, so we can remove their air support, which they might not actually be using. That's a militia, so that shouldn't be able to delay us too long. Although the terrain was solid for us, so it's not really that rough terrain for us either. But we are slowly going to be pushing through here at least. And looks like the enemy is not too bad over here. We're still going to be holding our ground quite easily. Oh, Young Dog is under attack. Alright, that was one of the units that I was thinking about maybe giving support attack into the ones on, but that's going to have to wait then. Also, where's the tungsten? It's all the way down there. Okay, so eventually we'll have a lot more tungsten. I'm going to buy fuel from Iraq. I don't know. Oh, okay, they managed to get to the river lines at least in here. While, yeah, Saudi Arabia is losing a lot of ground. Italians have managed to take most of Libya back, although I think they are going to start losing some more ground again. And then, of course, the Soviets, they haven't lost too much ground yet from the Operation Far-Blau, but soon enough, I reckon. Norway, I think there's been a little bit of more ground lost by the Norwegians, in the north mostly. Like, I think that one's been lost. Maybe that one. I could be mistaken. What about Gibraltar? No, they haven't broken out from there. Oh, right, and Spain has gotten a bit of ground in here. Okay. I've seen that happen a few times as well. Well, so Gibraltar, not Gibraltar, Singapore is still in British hands. The British do still control some of that, although they did lose that airfield again. That might actually be good news for us. Go ahead and send another one of these to join in the combat. And actually, do we have the... I suppose we could do a ground attack over there. Switch back to defensive. And non-continues. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do a support attack with this at least. Ah, there we go. Getting some more ground. And this one's supposed to be surrounded very shortly. That's going to be quite a rough situation for the enemies. I suppose we could probably go ahead and give a bit of support attack. Or, well, just send more troops to attack in there. Oh, and there we go. We're getting some more ground. More upgrades needed. But there we go. That should now be surrounded, so I don't think these are going to last very long anymore. Yeah, no, those are going down very shortly. And those are going to be completely destroyed as well. Which is quite handy. So we still haven't started the bombing runs with these. They do have some soft attack, right? They do, and hard attack, so it should be able to clear that out easily. But they haven't started doing that yet. Suppose they might still be waiting for the organization to go up a little bit further. Oh, right, there we go. That's the ground attacks in Siam. Suppose we're taking that one already, so this one could actually push across the river. That one's heading further south in here. Are we... well, we're not quite ready to attack. Oh, this is mountain jungles. Yeah, no wonder that it's taking a whole lot of time to move anywhere. Still got the partisan unit over here. I suppose we don't really need it. I'm just going to disband it. We'll get some manpower back from it, actually. That's kind of handy. Oh, and Battle Jilin. Yeah, another victory. There's still quite a bit of attacks going or coming in from Gwangyang. Something, or Zhangyang. I don't know if we'll be able to get through there. Oh, there we go. Victor at Linku. That's a full-on destruction of those units. And I suppose we won the battle over there, so these two can start pushing south already. There's the close air support. I suppose we'll put those all into the close air support. I'm actually going to go ahead and rename some of the planes real quick, so I'll be back in a moment. Or like the air wings, rather, air squadrons. There we go. So now we've got some easy names. Still haven't, well, I suppose it's going to take a while before they start. Oh, right, they don't actually have any orders right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do the ground attack in here. Switch to the aggressive. It might take a while before they start it, but at least we can get that going. And Iliescu can regain some organization in the meanwhile in here. I think Taz could probably use a bit of rest as well. Let's send him back to Harbin. And the armored division is still waiting over there as well. Are we making any headway through here? Well, I would like to say yes, but I'm not actually entirely sure that we are. We did get at least another unit joining the combat, but that's going to have to pull back. Okay, Commanders could probably join into this combat now. With the armor from that motorized division, we could probably push through. It looks like Alberta's still going to be victorious in here. They're also having some lack of supplies now. Because they don't have enough convoys to run everything. That might be part of the reason. And how we're doing... oh, right, so we're still attacking... oh, yeah, we did win that combat. There we go. We're still fighting in Taichung. Technically speaking, this should be able to start advancing down south where the garrison is. They might be bringing more troops in here. But we'll worry about that later, I guess. I suppose you would be able to join in the combat heading down south. And a bit less reinforcements needed, more upgrades. We are going to be getting another air base in Dandong soon enough. That's where we got our interceptors in the north right now. To be fair, well, I suppose it's not usually the best location, but it's one of the closest locations that we have on some part of the front line. So it will have to do for now. We've got some more reinforcements heading down here to Kaizong, so we can hold on to the ground there. And once done, I think if we give a bit more support attack with another infantry division in here, we'll be mostly fine. If we could maybe move in, and like soon enough, the battle in well, battle in Manchuria is almost over. There's not much remaining in Manchuria at this point. But the battle for Korea is still raging on, although, again, we've got the manpower advantage now on most of these combats and all that. So I think we'll be mostly fine. We got some air support as well. We've started pushing into Taiwan, so that will be quite handy. But with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.